Well, hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of To a Woman's Heart, where we uplift, motivate, encourage, and empower women. Well, tonight, me and Linda was having a conversation, and we thought it would be a good topic to talk about true friendship. And so, y'all know how I am when we talk about certain things. The meaning of it makes a world of difference. So I have two sets of definition for true friendship. The word friendship means the emotion or conduct of friends, the state of being friends. And then this right here says, what is the true meaning of friendship? And it says the definition of a true friendship is someone who has your back no matter what. They watch out for you and ensure you are not in danger. A true friendship will always have your best interest at heart. They will do all in their power to keep you safe. They may even put themselves in danger for your safety. So I'm going to pose a question. Are you a true friend? That's going to be the question. And I want you all to think about that and let it digest in your system. And then I want you to chime in on the comment section and let me know. Now, as we're talking, I want to look up the word associate
as opposed to friendship.
Because I think we get it crossed up thinking we are friends
and associates.
And when we're actually associates. So it says associate means to connect someone or something with something else in one's mind. It also says, that's a verb, it says as a noun, a partner or a colleague in business or at work. And then as the adjective, it says join or connected with an organization or business. So for me, associate does not seem personable.
It's not. It's business. So it's what the definition says, that it's all business.
Okay, and so let's tap into that, because the associate said business, join or connect with an organization or a business. So that's the definition of associate, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when people come into your lives and they're not coming in for the right reason, they're coming in to find out your what?
Your business.
So isn't that an associate?
Yeah, I guess it is. Seems like it to me.
When you really think about it.
Yeah, when you really give it serious thought. Are you an associate or are you a friend?
That's the question. People get those two things crossed up. Associate with friendship is, they try to put it in the same bucket.
But it's not.
But clearly it's defined as two separate things. So either you are a friend or you are, exactly. And how you find out is the actions of the individual.
Like the definition of a friend. A friend is going to be with you till the end. Going to do what, going to ride or die with you.
Exactly.
Okay, even if you're wrong, they're going to still be there to say, well, okay, Renee, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know you was wrong, though.
Right.
You know you was wrong, Renee.
Right.
But, I mean, hey, I love you. So I'm going to tell you,
mm-hmm.
because I don't want you walking out there in the midst,
mm-hmm.
assuming that you're right.
Right.
When you're wrong, it's two left shoes.
Exactly.
Okay, same thing for me. And you know you always get to me.
But it says they are there through thick and through thin.
So what is the measurement for friendship through the thickness? How far can friendship, or should friendship go? Or do you think friendship should go?
If you're a true friend, in my opinion, there is no limitation. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm your friend, I'm your friend. Whether we're in the same city, whether we're in the same state, we're on the same block, whatever. I'm still your friend.
Yeah.
It's not cut off because of the location.
And it doesn't mean that because we're friends, we got to see each other every day.
That's true.
You know, I mean, I have friends that I talk to on the phone. I haven't seen in 6 or 8 months. Some live in different cities, different states, you know. So, with that being said, that does not hinder our friendship because we still got that bond. We still connected.
Exactly.
You know, we know, you know when there's something going wrong with me. I know when there's something going wrong with you because that's what friendship's about. We got that linkage. It's like a tune in. You know, you tuned in. Okay. And a perfect example of it, if I may say, is our friendship. When I was on my lowest and no one was really there, Renee was. Renee was there through all of it. Not just, well, I'm going to get you here and I'll call you later. No, Renee was there through all of it. So, in my opinion, that's what a friend will do. When you at your weakest, your friend is supposed to come in and say, hey, look, don't worry about that. Don't trip. We're going to get through this.
Exactly.
That's what a friend to me is.
Exactly. And you struggle together.
And it's easier when you know you got somebody in your corner at your side. You know, it's much easier for you to deal with whatever you got to deal with. You know.
Yeah, but we also need to note that a true friend is honest.
Yeah.
Even when whatever they say to you may not be digestible. You know what I'm saying? Because that friend that loves you beyond your faults and your failures is going to tell you, like you say, when you're right and you're wrong. Now, all the time when your friends tell you something that you may feel like you was right and you know full well you was wrong, but you just don't want to admit it. It don't sit well with us. Right. So sometimes we have to sit down and marinate. Exactly. Let it marinate a little bit. And then it'll sink in. And then you'll come back and you say, you know, I was a little upset with you when you told me so and so. But as I sit down and I thought about it, you was right.
And there's nothing wrong with admitting that you interpreted or you were wrong in a scenario or a situation. Because if that's your friend, that friend is going to be there and say, yeah, I told you.
Right.
And think no more about it.
Exactly.
You know, not going to ponder on it, not going to browbeat you with it, but just, hey, you was right.
And just know, people think arguing one of each other is unhealthy. It's unhealthy if the relationship is bad.
Right.
So we have to make sure we clarify that. Arguing is unhealthy if the relationship is bad. Arguing is really healthy. You know,
because you share an opinion.
Exactly. And you get something.
You get a chance to see something different than what you got up here.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
and you get a lot of stuff off of your chest. And you know, it don't mean that you love the person any less because we argue a lot. And it don't mean that I love you any less, you know, but it shows that you care about the person's well-being. And if you didn't care about the person's well-being, you wouldn't be so passionate about that person. Exactly. But here is another flip side to individuals use the word friend loosely too much, like they use love. And to me, love and friends kind of goes in the same bucket.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying? It's not a word that you just say, okay, you my friend. Because everybody's not your friend. They are not. And if I'm your friend, truly, if I'm your friend, and I felt like I have been wronged by you because of our relationship and our bond, I should be able to come and say, Linda, you know, yesterday you said A, B, C, and D.
And it hurt your feelings.
And it hurt my feelings. I should not retain that. And then while I'm retaining it, I draw my own conclusion of what I think I know you meant by what you said, or what I think that you think you said, or what I think your actions meant your words to be this or that. You won't know that unless you ask the question. And what we don't want to do is ask the question. Because you know why? Because we really don't want to know. That's another excuse mechanism. And all the time when you feel like your friend that you call your friend have done something, it has nothing to do with the individual. It has something to do with something else going on, and you take in that frustration, that irritation, and that aggravation, and you put it on that friend because y'all had a little spat at that time.
You know what's funny? Like, I can be on the phone with someone, and I say, "Hold on, this Renee, let me get this call." And then when I come back, I might say, "That girl knows she crazy as a road list. That Renee is crazy as hell." I'm not tearing my Renee down. It was something in the conversation, and it just filtered off back into my going backwards. Now, this is what gets me. After my conversation with that person, they gonna call Renee and tell Renee, "Yeah, you know, Linda said you was crazy, Linda, blah, blah, we blah, blah, blah." But they can't get the reaction that they expected out of you.
Right.
Because they don't know your relationship. They don't know the depths of your emotions, you know. Because like I have been on the phone and I be talking to somebody and I said, "You know that gum Renee is crazy in the road. Y'all don't want to get Nene started." I say that all the time. And then the first thing, some people will take it in a negative way. But what you mean by that? What she do? What you mean what she do?
She ain't do nothing.
She ain't do nothing. I'm just saying, in our world, with us, because she tell you the same thing about Linda. You know, but at the end of the day, do something to Renee and see how Linda reacts.
Right.
See, that's when the problem comes in.
Exactly.
So I've learned now that when I make that statement, I said, "Don't get me wrong, I'll break a brick and shoot a rock for my name." Okay, so, you know, I don't want you to misinterpret it. I just meant something she just said put me in that frame of mind.
But look, to your point, see how that one little statement can turn something that was positive into something that was negative. Yeah. Now, you said to the individual on the phone, because you don't know, I could have told you something that I was doing that I thought was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then you get back on the phone and say, "I'm crazy as a road lizard." Now you thinking that's supposed to be her friend and she calling her crazy. Why would she do that? But what was the reason why you call her crazy? Now you hang up the phone from you, and then like you say, you pick up the phone, you call me. You know, Linda was talking about you just a few minutes ago.
Girl, she said you was crazy, and
they
add
some more to it. They add to it. Not what you exactly said. They add to the sauce.
You really must have pissed her off. Did I say I was pissed off, or did I say, "Renee, you know, Nene is crazy"?
Right.
And in my voice, you can hear the humor.
But they don't want to hear the voice.
Looking for the humor.
But they don't want to hear the voice. They looking for something
to feed on.
Or
negative.
And something to break up the relationship. Because, you know, in those type of relationships, where we realize or not, people are jealous of certain relationships.
Yeah.
Because if they don't have that type of relationship, then they don't want nobody else to have that type of relationship. But then you have to know, if somebody react that way, and when you say Nene crazy as a road lizard, they be like, "Oh, they taking a negative way," then you got to know right off the bat that is not a friend. That's an associate.
That's an associate. Yeah. Because, and then sometimes I can be in a conversation and I can say something in a joking way. And then the next thing I'll hear in the next part of the conversation is, "Well, why you say that about her? What did she do? Do she do that often? When did she do that? Girl, what was the effects of it? Are you still friends with her?" Did I ever say I ended my friendship, or did I just say Nene crazy as a road lizard?
That's what I'm saying.
And then you have to bounce back. Well, just like I think she crazy as a roll little, she'll tell you I'm crazier than a rock. Okay, so it's but why do you have to get to that point
Exactly.
to let people know how you feel about a person?
Exactly.
Why can't it just be a vision that you see? I mean, your eyes can tell you about the relationship.
Why it can't be just conversation?
Yeah, but I'm saying, your eyes can tell you them two thick as thieves.
Mm-hmm.
If one got a nickel, the other one got 3 cents of it. That's what friendship is about.
It is. And it has no boundaries. I keep saying that. And as of late, friendship has been tested.
Oh yeah, yeah.
True friendship has really
Well, mine
been
hasn't been
tested.
tested because I never had doubts about my friend.
Right.
I never had doubts.
But for those individuals who thought they had friends, that
And then
relationship,
find
and they
out that
found
they
out that they
weren't.
was not
Yeah.
their friend. They was
So what do they do in a circumstance like that? I mean, I think you my friend, but yet and still, when we together, you perpetrate, and that's what you're doing, perpetrating that we're friends. But the minute I get up to walk away, you get on the phone with somebody else and you have something negative to say about me, but you're supposed to be my friend.
well, first of all, if I'm your friend, I'm not gonna get off one phone call to get on another phone call with somebody else to chop you down like they chop trees and trim bushes.
Mm-hmm.
That's just wrong. So then I have to take a look at myself when I'm doing some stuff like that. What is my purpose? What's the real purpose? When you do stuff like that, you get off one phone call and you go around telling people, yeah, that's my friend, and that's my friend. That's a lie, that's a lie, and that's a lie.
You're right.
Because friends do not cause harm
To
to
each
them.
other.
They
That's
don't.
right.
They
If
don't.
anything, you prevent it.
You do.
You stand in the gap.
You cover
You
them.
cover them. You make
You're
sure that
protective of them.
hey. And and it's funny because a lot of times people take it lightly when you say, "Oh yeah, that's my homegirl. That's my ride or die dog. My partner.
Mm-hmm.
That's my partner in crime."
Mm-hmm.
Don't mean we done did some criminal things. Mean that just we just stay close. We thick as thieves.
Right.
You know, one fall, the other one gonna fall with them, or gonna be
Exactly.
there to catch them to bring them back up.
Exactly.
That's what friendship is about.
Mm-hmm.
Friendship is not about weighing what you got as to what I got, or where you going as to where I'm going.
Right.
Because we're two different individuals. We have different perspectives about things. Our ages are different. But that has nothing to do with our friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Because in essence, those are key factors that help build our friendship.
Exactly.
Your youth, my knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your experience, my age.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we learn how to interact and make it work. Make it actually happen with friends.
Exactly.
So my question is to everybody that's viewing our session today, how many friends can you say you actually have?
That's
With the definition that was read to you about a friend, how many people can you say that you are a friend to?
And to add to that, jealousy is not part of friendship.
No. Envy neither.
It's not. It's not a part of friendship.
That's a sickness though. That's to me that's a sickness. Jealousy. If you my friend, how you gonna be jealous of me? What sense do that make?
It makes no sense whatsoever.
Whatever I got as your friend, if I got it, you got it.
Right.
So it's no reason to be jealous or envious or have malice in your. Yeah, she always get a break.
Or here's another scenario. In certain relationship and friendship, if you've been single for a while and then all of a sudden, one of the friends get married, now you don't have nobody. So now you jealous of your friend because they didn't found somebody and they didn't get married. But why? If I'm your friend, I'm happy for you. Like I say this all the time. If you get a new car, I got a new car because I'm getting in it.
Okay. Without a doubt.
I ain't got to be jealous that you got a new car. I'm saying, okay, I'm finna get in this car. And even some people that I know that have gotten new cars, we don't hang out like that. But when they was like, I said, that's your new car. They was like, yeah. I said, unlock the door. I just get in and sit in it. I'm happy for you. If you get anything, I'm happy for you. I'm not jealous because it's not my time.
That's
Or maybe it's not meant for me.
That's it. People don't realize what's in time. Your time might not be my time.
Exactly.
So why not be happy that you're prospering? Because if I'm happy that you're prospering, I don't have time to be envious. I don't have time to be jealous. And I tell my friends that have husbands, God bless you.
Mm-hmm.
You're lucky. I'm happy for you. And I'm happy for your husband. But I also let your husband know I'm her friend, but I don't get in her personal affairs.
Right.
See, we have to learn how to separate friendship once a third party comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Because now that third party has become the most important to your friend, but is that still your friend?
Yeah.
Well, why wouldn't they still be
if
your
they
friend?
get married or not, they still my friend. We was friends before the relationship occurred.
Right.
We still would be friends after the fact. And then the flip side, another scenario. So you don't want to go back to school, but I want to go back to school.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't be friends no more because I went back to school and I got a master's and you happy with your bachelor's?
Mm-hmm.
Why we have to have defined levels of friendship? Either you are a friend or you're not. Mm-hmm. Bottom line. It's too many levels to too many things. We got too many stipulations, too many rules, too many regulations,
setbacks and clauses
to have a genuine friendship.
Yeah.
And that is sad. It is so sad that we get more so in our head. And a lot of this comes from people that we listen to. Mm-hmm. We let people destroy good relationships.
Yeah. Just by conversation.
Because I said this once before, misery loves company. And if I'm a miserable individual, I have a nasty attitude. Nobody wants to be bothered with me as a friend because I don't show myself friendly. Because you have a friendly attitude, I'm going to try to throw a wrench, a rock, a bottle, a bowl, a lamp.
Yours miserable.
And make yours miserable and break it up. And that's not right. So I think we should take some time and evaluate friendship. Do we actually show ourselves to be friendly from the heart? Because being a true friend is a heart thing. Is it easy? Do you get tired of listening to your friends fuss and complain when you know they should walk away? No, it's not easy. But a true friend will sit there, they will listen, they will support, they will encourage, and they won't beat you down.
Not if I'm your friend.
Not if I'm your friend. Now, an associate,
anything is possible.
I'm telling you.
Anything.
There's no holds barred to an associate.
No.
And a lot of you all have associates in your life.
But you label them as friends.
As friends.
So now you've just learned the definition, friend and associates. And there's nothing wrong with putting people in the level of an associate. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with being in acceptance that Renee is my friend, but Billy Joe is my associate. Mm-hmm. I met Billy Joe through a couple of seminars. Renee and I have been friends for years. So the measurement is clear within itself.
Exactly. And stop letting people put a wedge into a relationship that you already have. Because if you're really friends with somebody, you know pretty much what that person will or will not do.
Yeah.
If she's your friend, if they are your friend, you pretty much know. And a lot of times your instinct tells you anyway. And if a person put that much effort into breaking up the friendship, you got to look at the person who's throwing the rocks.
Yes, you do.
You got to look at that person throwing the rocks, because they're throwing the rocks for a reason. They ain't just putting all that stuff out there just be putting out. They putting it out there for a reason. And once they break up that friendship, they on to the next.
Mm-hmm.
Then they're gonna break up your relationship with your husband or whatever other relationship you have. They study breaking it up because they don't like the relationship. They don't like the connection.
Hmm.
And so if I don't like it, then I'm gonna throw my rock and hide my hand. And then if you confront them about it, they're not gonna be honest. Well, didn't you say that? No, I didn't say that. That wasn't me. Where you get that from? Or here's another one. I call you. Now you're supposed to be my friend, right? And I got something that's really weighing me down. And I need to talk about it. So I figure I can call my friend and talk to my friend about what's weighing me down, right? That's between me and my friend. But before I get off the phone,
Sally calling you about what's going on.
the phone ain't even cooled off.
Sally's on the phone though.
And the disconnection from the dial tone ain't even set in yet before you get another phone call coming through talking about, girl, I heard such and such. And really? I didn't know that. What you gonna do about that? Now, right there lets me know that I can't trust you.
You're not really my friend.
And you're not my friend. Because if you was my friend, and then you're a mess keeper.
Love to see. Well, they don't call them mess keepers. They call them shit starters.
Well, shit starters, the stock up store, a mess, whatever you want to call yourself, that's what you are. You always in the middle of stuff, and then when you confront about it, you act like you the dumb and you don't know. You got selective amnesia. You don't know what's happening, and you know full well you said what you said. You did what you did. So if you're gonna do it, then be woman enough to own up to your nonsense.
What it is you're doing.
Exactly. You want to be that bold, and then you want to put people's business out in the street, and it's not your business to put out. But I'm supposed to be your friend, but I'm putting your business out in the street. That is not my story to tell. And then the funny part, when the script flips and the it reaps, you reap and sow what you did to somebody else. Now you mad. So you want somebody.
All you gotta do is think about it.
Exactly, but you want somebody to be a true friend to you, but you don't want to be a true friend to nobody else. That's a real problem. That's a real problem. And what is it within you that you feel like you got to be the person that's got to be the news media and share everybody's business? Well, you don't want nobody to share yours.
But I was fixing to say, but yours can't get out there.
Exactly. Or here's another one. I'm your friend. I'm going to help you. But I'm going to say I'm helping you, but I'm helping myself.
Right. I understand that.
You know what I'm saying? So I give you an ideal about something. Now, it's my idea. And we said we're going to work this plan together. And you like, oh, yeah. Girl, that makes sense. That we can do that too. You know, yeah, we're going to do that. Then we don't talk no more. And next thing I know, the idea has manifested itself.
And somebody else doing it with that person. But the funny thing about that, it never works out to the objective you set, because they don't always see the whole scenario. They just see what you've given them. And anybody with any smarts ain't going to give out all of their information or their plan.
But the funny thing to that too, it don't work because it wasn't meant to work with the third party. It was meant to work between the two individuals.
That's it.
So, and in essence, you do damage to yourself when you try to be 10 cents slick and pull the rug from under your friend's feet. Because it's not really going to hurt your friend. They may be upset about it, but without them, it ain't going to work out because you chose to go with somebody else. And the design was to working with the person who you had the conversation with. So we wonder why we can't get the things that we need in life. We keep
get it to where we want it.
Exactly. We keep spinning our wheels. We at first base and we have a hard time with getting off first base. Some of this is the reasons why. So all I'm saying to those who listen to the replay and those who may be watching the stream right now, check your friendship. Check it.
A real friend is there till the end.
Do a physical evaluation. Do a mental evaluation. Are you a real friend? Have you showed yourself to be friendly? Have you been there through thick and thin?
Have you shown that you're trustworthy?
Can you keep a secret?
Hmm.
Can you be honest, even when it hurts? Can you provide constructive criticism when it's needed? And even if your friend makes the wrong choices, can you still be supportive? These are some things we need to think about. And if we're going to grow, be better, and do better, this straight from the heart conversation is just what we need.
Yeah.
It's food for the soul, because far too long
it has been suppressed.
It has.
It has really been. We have been suppressed.
Exactly. Mental breakdown, nervous breakdown, social breakdown, everything. And some of this because of relationship. We put there was a thing where they said you put people in levels. So there's levels from 1 to 10. So sometimes your top 5 need to be your bottom 5. And the bottom 5 it needs to be the one that bumped up to the top 5. Because those are the ones who display all the attributes of a true friend. But yet and still, we want to hold on to the ones that's associates.
Take them with us 20 years. Oh, I've been knowing her for 20 years.
So,
has she been your friend for 20 years? What can you say about that relationship out of that 20 years that made you feel like that person was really in your corner? See, we don't assess things like that. We just in acceptance. I've been knowing Renee for 20 years, and we go to the same church. Our kids play together. Blase blah we. But does that make us friends?
No.
Just we got a few things in common.
Right.
And all I am is an associate.
That's it.
Okay.
And then sometimes you're going to find out what people really think about you until death.
Okay.
Or you have a need for something. Because, see, if you have a need for something and you got $100 and your friend needs 50, you're going to split that 100.
That's right.
You're going to do that for your friend.
Right.
Or you'll go borrow it from somebody to make sure you're
your friend.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to really, 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 really think about
friendship.
We do. We really think about it, because a lot of us are not that individual. We fooling ourselves and thinking we are, and we have messed up so many people's lives pretending to be something that we're actually not. So I just want you all to think about this. Let it marinate. Let it resonate in your spirit. And then ask yourself that question. What are you?
Are you friendship material?
Well, that's true too. That's true too.
Are you friendship material?
Because a lot of y'all ain't friendship material. You're in that associate bucket.
Paint a good picture.
Exactly.
Claiming to be something you're not.
And the picture you paint is an imitation.
That's it. Not the real deal.
It's not the real deal. So I'm just saying, know who you surround yourself with. Know who you invite in your life. Because it's important. It's very important. A lot of people have been destroyed. A lot of people have committed suicide for things that people have pretended to be and they were not. Because everybody can't handle all pressure. They just can't. So when you do something stating that you're a friend, and I'm going to say this because I want y'all to hear me good. Stop getting on social media talking about relationships, how they have broken down when you can talk to the individual yourself. Stop assuming something that you think you know that you don't know.
Putting your business in the streets ain't cool, no way.
It's not.
It's not cool anyway.
But social media is not the avenue. If you feel a certain way about something, call that individual. Tell an individual, let's meet up and have a conversation. And after y'all have that conversation, y'all get an understanding. You can go your way and they can go theirs. No hard feelings, no nothing. But it's been cleared up and it's understood. Because we make other friends around us think that this person is a bad person. Because we assume something to be that it's not. And you sit over here now, you ain't friend with this person anymore. And now you want to dog out the old friend with your new friends. That ain't fair. That's not fair. You haven't even addressed the issue with your old friend. So how you going to talk about it to your new friend and you ain't addressed the issue with the old friend? And we call ourselves adults. That's not a mature movement. That's a child movement. I mean, age can go up every year. But that don't mean we're an adult. That don't mean that we're mature, neither. So we have to look at some of the things that we do, label them as friendship. And why we do them as friendship. So don't do nothing to nobody you don't want done to you. That's right. Be careful. Because again, reaping and sowing ain't no joke. And these days it's coming back quicker than you can put your top lid to the bottom. Really. It's manifesting. All right. Well, that's another episode of To a Woman's Heart, where we uplift, motivate, encourage, and empower women. Make sure you all go to the social media outlets. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Pinterest. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check out the website. And I'm still waiting for y'all to purchase them t-shirts. I'm going to keep bugging y'all. I've been supported to everybody else.
I want to say this. If you're a young person and you know a seasoned citizen, most likely a female, why not gift them with one of those shirts? Why not recognize them? I mean, you would be surprised at how that will make a person feel, how that will make a seasoned citizen feel to get something of that capacity, of that nature, to just, I'm a seasoned diva. You know what I'm saying? So, and where did it come from? Oh, girl, my niece got this for me. That's showing love and gratitude will come back your way. Mm-hmm. Believe me. Mm-hmm. So it's not always about you. I mean, we have Sister Hood t-shirts too, but right now we're on the kick for the elders and To a Woman's Heart, because these are very important factors, and it elevates around a lot of different areas. So,
yep, and we want to be helpful, because a lot of people talk about, the problems, but we don't have solution to the problems. We can talk about issues all day long, but it takes money to do things and to make a change and to help somebody. And so these t-shirts will be the avenue
to help open the doors,
will provide doors to be open. And you don't know what it will do for a single mother, a woman of domestic violence. And there may be some women out there who can attest to this and understand the struggle. See, because we sit in our houses every day and we got a roof over our head, bed, sleeping, food in our refrigerator. Every household is not like that.
Right.
It's not. And we have to open up our hearts. We have to open up our hands and be helpful and giving. And it costs you nothing. We waste money on weave and gym shoes and
eyelashes, fingernails,
pedicures,
body massage.
Yeah, so let's give back to somebody else.
It's called an act of kindness. That's what it's called.
Exactly.
And if you do nothing but give one act of kindness, you would be surprised at what that seed that you have sown, because that's what you're doing. When you're uplifting someone, you're sowing seed in them.
Right.
You would be surprised at the impact of just that thought, of just that action. You would really be surprised at how it affects that person, because you don't know what they're going through.
Exactly.
You don't know.
Exactly.
So we have to take our blinders off.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of looking forward, look to your side sometime. Look behind you.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what's going on.
Yep.
Instead of self.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
And there may be somebody out there that is going through a hardship, and they may not tell you. If you give them a T-shirt with those slogans on it, it may be the very thing that give them the strength to do what they need to do for themselves. You don't know that. So we have to not close our minds, or we have to think outside the box.
Yeah.
We do. And ministry is helping. It is. It's thinking of others more than you think of yourself. It really is. And that's pretty much where the blessing comes from. I believe that's why God says it's more blessed to give
Than
than it is to receive.
Yeah.
So if you start giving more, then more blessings will come to you. But most of us live like this.
And it's so simple. When you have your hand open, the blessings flow. They flow. But the minute you close it, can't nothing get in.
You block it
can't
off.
nothing get out.
You
So
see that? Ain't nothing.
you're creating the hardship for yourself. And you'd be surprised at some of those blessings that can come your way. You would really be surprised.
And it's not always about materialistic things. Sometimes y'all don't even want to share. You don't want to.
Kind word.
You want to tune in. I ask you to post something nice, encouraging. We don't want to do that. Get out of your comfort zone. Think of somebody else more than you think of yourself, and do something. You'll be surprised how that one little thing may turn your life all the way around. You don't know that. You just don't. But unless you make the effort to do, you will never find out.
That's true.
Okay?
That is so true.
All right. So I hope you all have enjoyed this conversation. Again, if there are some topics you want us to talk about, send an email to twowomansheart@gmail.com. That is number 2, a woman's heart, all one word, @gmail.com. Also, I'm still highlighting women in business. If you know any young ladies, any young adults, any women, entrepreneurs that are in business, we're still highlighting women in business. It don't cost you nothing to let people know that you exist. A lot of people just don't know that certain business exists, and we stay so closed off. And here's an opportunity for you to advertise your business, and we still don't trust the process.
And the whole thing to this advertising your business, the information, the calls, and all of that, that goes to you. It doesn't come back to us.
Exactly.
We get nothing out of what we do.
Not one thing.
And what we get is exposing the idea that there are business people out here, that these are things that are being done. That's what we get from it. And that's why we encourage, we empower, we motivate, we uplift. We do all of these things to help you get your business started. Because who knows, your business might be something that can be the upcoming thing for the summer. Who knows? It could expand. It could, it depends on where you want to take your business.
Exactly.
And all we doing is being resourceful with the resources we have.
Exactly.
In other words, we're taking our resource and utilizing it to help you be resourceful with what you have. That's what we're doing. Exactly. Because we're not worried about your blessings, because God gonna give us ours anyway. Exactly. Because we do it from the heart.
Exactly. All right. So I think y'all got some good old gems tonight that should take you on for a couple of days. Even if I don't post, that should give you enough to sit down and reevaluate some things and look at some things. All right. So until we talk again.